paddleboards out there today having a good time. But it is a serious spot, and it'll test everyone's skills and their strength.
We got 246 competitors here today, 26 different countries, a lot of competition, but a lot of people talking about the three big ones, which happen to be the United States of America coming back to defend their title this year. Pretty solid team once again.
Absolutely, Drew. I think United States is looking like they've got the best team out here, but, you know, I'm highly biased. Hawaii's also got a great team. Australia always brings a great team. But it's not just about the big teams either. It's great to see Ireland just with a few folks here. Some new nations have joined us this year. So it really kind of tells the tale about our sport of stand-up paddling and how it is growing and how it has become the fastest growing water sport in the world today. And hopefully it'll someday be in the Olympics. You know, we've already got surfing in there, so I think we've got a foot, you know, maybe a toe in the door. So I'm really excited for that. And the ISA is going to, you know, really bring all the athletes together in this team format.
Well, we got 100 different countries strong in the ISA this year. Great format set. You got Australia, who you can't rule out, so a lot of competition still to come. Plus, the most exciting part of it all is we are one of the best breaks that we've ever seen in the ISA, so we'll see how that all works out. We got more to come from opening ceremonies here in Fiji. We're going to go over now to Jody Nelson. She's on the ground with some of the competing countries. Jody.
Hey, everybody. Sorry. Hey, welcome back. I'm Jody Nelson here with Candace Appleby, defending gold medalist at Team USA. Candace, tell us about what it's like being here with your team in Fiji.
It's a pretty trip. It's just awesome to be here with my teammates and meet Fijian people.
So Team USA and Team Australia has had quite a rivalry over the past few years.
Okay, so yeah, we just waited for the We have a minute. It's okay.
Take control, and that's the mindset. And of course, we're in it to win it. We're going to do our best, and hopefully we come out on top.
Yeah, you guys have been warming up out at Cloudbreak the last few days. Have there been any standout performances out there from any of the other teams that you've seen?
Yeah, there's lots of great surfers. I mean, of course, I'm cheering for my teammates. I've been watching Giorgio and Sean and Izzy. They've been ripping out there. But it's fun to see. I saw Benoit Carpentier from France. He was surfing really well, and Kyle Vaz and all the guys. I mean, Zane Schweitzer. There's so many talented athletes, and that's a really cool thing about this event is that we're here with our countries and our teams, but we have friends from other countries. And for all of us to be out at Cloudbreak together, it's just like, wow, you know, it's pretty cool to be there with your friends.
And there's a couple new countries this year with Team India, and we also see Fiji having a team for the first time. I saw a gal earlier today from the Cook Islands. You know, what's it like being a competitor coming and having these new teams represented in this sport?
I think it's great. I saw that there was a Team India, and I thought that was awesome. I know that my boyfriend's cheering for them. He said, I'm cheering for Team India. And it's just so cool to see what our sport's doing, how fast it's growing all across the world, and to have everybody come here and just be so stoked with their nation's pride and just excited to meet each other, and it's a really special thing.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to toss it over to Philip, who's going to grab some interviews with some of the other teams. And good luck to you, Candace, and Team USA.
Thank you.
All right, back to Philip.
Team Hawaii. That's the second participation for Team Hawaii. They seem really strong. Kyle Lenny's on his way. He was at PI for the big wave event. And as you can see here, they are complete. We've got also to answer a few questions. Team Hawaii for participation.
Just waiting for the last one coming. The last tender's on its way back to them now, and then we'll fill it up, and that should go so.
Hawaii, so obviously that will favor you. Obviously, what is going to be your strategy regarding trying to get that gold medal? Obviously, Australia and USA are fighting for that, but you're coming here trying to be the special surprise.
Yeah, I think it's mainly the people behind me. You know how tight the group is, and I think that's what we have above all is the aloha in the group, and that's what I thrive off of, and that's what we all thrive off of, and it should be a good one.
Okay, so do you have a sort of shout or some sort of chant to motivate yourself?
She's got it though.
Okay, so let's see if you've prepared this. Go for it, guys.
What do we do? Okay, on three. Imua Hawaii. 1, 2, 3. Imua Hawaii! Oh yeah!
So there you have it. This is going to be the dynamic of the following days. But right now we're going to go with Fernando Aguirre with the first participation of Team India.
Focus. Always you can be live when history is being made. This is live. This incredible trio is the first team and an ISA World Championship. So now focus on them.
That's Fernando Aguirre, the president of the ISA. We'll catch up with him here in a little bit here, Fernando. Don't go too far. I'm here with Team India. How you guys doing? Welcome to your first ISA.
No, we're doing great, and we are so happy that we are here. Although we are a small team, we are very excited for Team India. These two guys have been practicing very hard for the last couple of years, and the goal was always to be at the World Championships, and today we are here at Fiji.
Well, it's really a magical. Your counterpart.
Inspired by April Zelg, and like doing SUP is like so nice. You're so connected to the water. I feel really good doing SUP.
And what's it mean to you guys to be part of such an amazing event? You got, 100 countries strong here, and everybody's out here showing their colors. And what's it like for you to represent India?
For us, it's a really great honor to represent India at the Stand-Up Paddling World Championships. And the thing is, it's a big learning curve for us, to learn more about the sport and what it takes, and go back to India and inspire more people to take up stand-up paddling, take up more people to surfing, and bring a bigger team next year.
He doesn't have any problem with talks and words.
Fernando, get in here. Fernando, come in here real quick. So Fernando, tell us what it means to have new countries added each and every year to the ISA.
Doing. Because this is what moves people. Love and happiness. So for me, this is a very happy moment. It's the moment that I look forward for the whole year. Is when all the world comes together in peace, through SUP, through surf, and through wave riding. I just love it. And for me to have, the first Indian team here is a great honor.
And now surfing's in the Olympics for 2020. You were very instrumental in that. How excited were you when they made that announcement?
A little bit. I was crying for sure. I was crying, and I ran away of the room where they were making where the boat was. My family was waiting outside, and I hugged and I started crying. To be honest, and I was keep on crying and talking. But if you don't get emotions in life, then what do you get? No.
Now this week we have the ISA World Championships. Some amazing athletes. Fernando's very focused. So you got, what do you expect in comparison to previous years?
I don't know as far as performance. Performance, we're in one of the best waves in the world, in one of the most beautiful place for the races. So I think it's going to be just wonderful. And it's nice to come to Fiji and go home as ambassadors of the Bula culture. So I think it's very important. We all call it different things in different names, but you know, the peoples of the world, we get together fun. Sometimes the government have problems.
No, it's all about fun here in Fiji. So India.
And when you're done with India, there is another team. That is the first time ever that we have a new team for the first time in the World Championship. Slovenia.
That's my home country. We're going to take a walk over. Hey, good luck, India. We'll see you guys on the water. Yeah. Paddle hard. Let's follow Fernando over now. And we're going to throw over to Philip while we're trying to find Slovenia back. Philip.
Is it father and daughter? I don't know. It could be an uncle. You know, I don't know. I have to ask. Yes. Yeah. So.
My father is my coach. Yeah.
Okay, father and the coach. That's not easy, eh? Are you doing okay with father and the coach?
Oh yeah, we have it
fine.
It's totally fine.
He doesn't use paternal authority to coach you. It's coach.
It's a coach, and when it's dead, it's dead.
So this is the first time in history that Slovenia, literally on the other side of the world, came to an ISA World Championship. How's your emotions?
Well, I'm really proud to be here. It's really cool. We're a really small country, but very sporty, very sporty nation. So yeah, it's cool to come to Fiji. It's snowing right now at home, so it's kind of warm here. Yeah, so really super happy.
So where do you practice?
Well, mostly
rivers.
Everywhere. We've got a little bit of Adriatic and lakes. So yeah, that's my training destination. But it's totally flat, no waves.
It's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, thank you. Slovenia. How do you say thank you?
Hvala.
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 Hvala. Hvala, Slovenia.
Thank you.
Okay.
And so as we're following up with the different teams, here we have Team New Zealand. Surprisingly, you're usually the All Blacks. Are you playing it smarter?
We still play it hard, but you come to Fiji, you can't wear black, bro. So we're in white this time, and we've got a great team behind us.
Okay, so Daniel Kiropa, you're the team captain. You've come with a complete team. Tell us, it must be a pleasure for you for once to be so close to home.
Yes, we're in the Pacific now. It's our water, and similar to Australia, we're a bit more comfortable here, I think. And our whole team have trained hard for this event, especially knowing that it's here in Fiji. And we were just looking forward to getting in the water.
Okay, so any strategies that you're going to?
It's pretty much the way we roll. We go hard, we stick as a team, and as you'll see today, you'll see our haka. We're going hard.
Yeah, we're waiting for that. We're expecting the haka, obviously. You're keeping that for the stage, I understand. So good luck, Team New Zealand, and best of luck.
We say thank you to all our supporters out there that have helped Team New Zealand make it to Fiji. We're here now and we're ready to roll.
Thank you so much.
Jody Nelson down here with Kenny Kaneko from Team Japan. Kenny, you guys have here in Fiji. Tell me about your team and how long you guys have been in town.
So we have an almost full team this year. We have 8 athletes, and we've been here since yesterday. We're really excited. We're ready to do well, enjoy the atmosphere, and do our best. Yes.
Introduce me to some of your teammates here.
So we've got Takayo.
What discipline they're in?
And she's doing the stand-up racing. And we've got Yuka here. She's going to be doing the stand-up surfing for us. And we've got Mao. She's doing the prone for the women. First time we have a prone women's athlete. And we have Marino here. She is doing the prone. And we have Kenjiro, and he's doing the stand-up surfing along with Toshihiro Harada-san right here. And we have Ochiai-san, and he's doing the prone racing too.
Awesome. And you're competing as well?
Yes, I'm doing the stand-up racing, technical, and the distance.
And of your SUP surfers, how many are goofy and how many are regular, do you know?
Goofy no hito surfer de nanni desu? We've got 2 goofy footers and 1 regular footer.
Nice.
We're excited.
I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge surfing, SUP surfing out at Cloudbreak on the backhand, but you guys are all pros. What's your guys' goal this year?
So we haven't placed top 10 yet in this competition, and because we have an almost full team, our goal is to place top 10 or higher this year.
You're the only one doing double duty, correct? Like as far as doing 2 divisions, or?
No, our prone athletes and our stand-up racers are all doing double, technical and distance. Yes.
What's kind of the strategy for you guys that are doing double duty?
So, because the races are probably going to be back-to-back, we're probably going to get our own boat, get out there, race, and then get as much rest as we can before day 2. Stay out of the sun.
This one for...
Just initial thoughts. I mean, there's been the World Championships in other locations. First time in Fiji for the World Championships. When you guys found out it was in Fiji, what were your initial thoughts?
We were super excited. Fiji is such an exotic location. Cloudbreak's a dream for all of us, and there's no reason not to be here. So we're super excited.
And then, of course, we all know the news about surfing getting into the Olympics for 2020 in Japan. Will you guys be doing a little bit of campaigning behind the scenes for SUP surfing or SUP racing, surfing, and technical racing?
Yeah, so hopefully we can get a good result, good showing here, show some exciting performance, and maybe it'll get into the 2024 Olympics, yeah.
That's the hopes and dreams. I think that's what everybody's kind of working towards. But can you get back to you and Team Japan, and anything you want to say to people watching at home?
Thank you guys for cheering us on. 皆さん、応援よろしくお願いします。Yay!
All right, we'll take a quick break. Thanks, guys.
Ready to start the Parade of Nations that are going to go towards the stage where we'll have the opening ceremony. We're going to be following that. As you can see, everybody is pumped, very happy to be in Fiji. It's very colorful. So we're going to be presenting all the teams coming into the stage. But right for now, as we're going to start this Parade of the Nations, we're going to go back up to the 2 guys in the booth. That's Dan Gewehr and Drew Muren. But we're waiting for the start of this Parade of the Nations. For the people who've never seen an ISA event, as you can see, this is very different from your normal stand-up or surf contest. It's so colorful. Music is starting. We're going to get underway. So back to you guys in the booth. Thank you.
We're bringing it back up into the booth here in beautiful Fiji, ladies and gentlemen. We come into you live right now with the opening ceremonies for our 2016 Fiji ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships. And there it is, the Fiji Police Band marching into the area right now. Almost 30 members strong with all kinds of brass, drums, and otherwise. We'll be seeing moments of them throughout this entire parade here. But it's a truly spectacular sight here, and I'll tell you what, all the countries here, the ISA 100 nations strong, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into this 5th contest. The first 2 in Peru. As you see everybody getting wild there from Team USA. Oh, man, too much excitement around here. Peru kicking off the 2 ISAs. And then we moved over as we're getting a little bit of a breakup here. As last year in Sayulita, a very, very strong performance, like we said, by the United States of America. And now we're back in Fiji this year for year 5. And the biggest news of the entire year was surfing in the 2020 Olympics. It was part of the press conference today, and a lot of questions were asked for President Fernando Aguirre about surfing being in the Olympics and how SUP was attached to that bid, and therefore sort of dropped off in the end, and he didn't really have a clear answer for it, but he did say that it's just about 4 years off before we start seeing SUP in the Olympic contest. So you're seeing all the countries come by. There's Great Britain right there. Very strong presence here in this year's ISA. And joining me in the booth now is Jody Nelson, no stranger to SUP in the surfing world. And Jody, pretty amazing, pretty cool scene down there, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's great to see all the countries. Team India, first time they've ever had a team. They only have 2 racers, but they're so excited to be here. And yeah, just caught up with Team Japan. And yeah, it's a really exciting time for the ISA. And I mean, we're in Fiji. They're going to be competing out at Cloudbreak. They're going to be racing out around the islands. And as you can see, all the teams gearing up for this Parade of Nations. You know, it's where everybody just kind of comes together, shows their country pride, and yeah, they're excited.
There's a lot of country pride there. And like you say, the 2 teams added this year were India and the Cook Islands. Cook Island out of all the countries joining in strong this year.
Yeah, and I believe the Cook Islands is just one gal, Charlotte Piho. She said they have so many other good surfers and racers there, people that have won Molokai. And but yeah, she's coming out representing her country. I think logistically, you know, it was just kind of tough for them, but they're going to come back next year, I'm sure, with a strong team. Next year's in Denmark.
Yeah, we're going to Europe.
So it's pretty exciting times. And I heard you talking about SUP not getting into the Olympics for 2020, but surfing getting in. And if you think of it on like the larger scale, it seems like, you know, surfing has been on the radar for a very long time. Like Fernando said, he's been fighting to get surfing in the Olympics for 22 years. Duke Kahanamoko wanted to get surfing in the Olympics, you know, over 100 years ago. So thinking about that timeline, SUP has only really been around for 10 or so years, so it's a relatively new sport. And so in comparison to how long it took surfing, I'm sure SUP will get into the Olympics much in a shorter amount of time than it took surfing to get in. So it's not if, it's just when, and I'm sure it's coming pretty soon.
And Fernando was very, very sure of that in that press conference. And we're going to be hearing some words. Fernando Aguirre, the president of the ISA, he's going to be speaking here as soon as all the nations go in to the arena area, as you start seeing more and more countries pile on through there. And the cool part about this event, and I know you've been, how many ISAs, Jody? You've been 2 or 3?
For the World Stand-Up Paddle and Paddleboard Championships, this is my 4th.
4th.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is all these competitors really compete as individuals throughout the year, and this is a platform for them to compete as a team. And we saw that exact certain element happen with Team Hawaii, who kind of fell apart and then started big accolades go out to their coach, Maddie Schweitzer, for pulling it together just 24 hours before the contest even starts.
Yeah, I mean, look, all that really matters is when that horn blows or when that race starts, you know, who's in that jersey. I mean, I know there's cutoff times and rules and whatnot, but you know, a lot of the surfers and paddlers and racers in the sport of stand-up also are big wave surfers, and so this time of year, we do run into like a bit of conflict with that. And you know, as we saw Jaws running today, a lot of, you know, Kai Lenny competing at Piahe, so you know, a little bit of overlap, and but we'll still have great, like you said, they pulled Team Hawaii pulled a great team together, and they're going to be super competitive. And it's always nice when we have like really competitive teams. But what you're going to see, which is also different than those other events where it's everybody out for themselves, this being a team spirit, you really get a lot of that camaraderie with the teams cheering each other on. And there's just a lot of really cool human interest stories that end up, bubbling up in this event. And, especially here, Fiji is a beautiful country, but it took a lot of, it took some of these teams some effort to get out here. And once you're here, you realize, you're coming back. It's a beautiful place, and there's going to be some great waves at Cloudbreak that'll be really entertaining, not only for all the surfers, but everybody watching around the world.
And there you are, seeing Team Fiji we just broke away from. Team Fiji represented by a few different athletes. They're Godfrey Eaton, one of their more popular paddlers here in Fiji, as well as Ella Rasau. She's another one of the strong paddlers for the Wahine class. So Fiji's really trying to pick a push towards stand-up paddle. They have been known to have some of the best surf in the entire world, and now they're trying to sort of push towards that direction, as we heard in the press conference there today. But all the nation flags flying there. We just saw Candace Appleby here just a minute ago, coming back to defend her title.
Oh yeah, I think both her and Izzy and Team USA, they got that taste of gold last year, and they've come back for more. Definitely, they've got a stacked team, and they're ready to get after it. So.
And here we come up to, what does that say there?
Switzerland.
Team Switzerland coming. Now, Team Switzerland has a few people in there as well. We're going to try to catch these as quickly as we can. So Switzerland looks like, let's see, who is paddling for Team Switzerland? I can't pull it up right in front of me.
We've got Steve Fleury,
there you are.
Gail Volleman, surfing for the men.
So that's in the SUP surf category.
Yep. SUP surf, and yeah,
there's all I see. So maybe they're just sending some guys there, as we are live here in the booth of the beautiful Rumba restaurant here in Fiji, and there's a live shot of it right there as we are in the opening ceremonies. As we're coming in and out here, there's just too much excitement for all that's going on around here. As we break back and forth, it's hard to follow what's going on down there, gentlemen.
Well, this is we're going to be getting into the official opening ceremony, which is the opportunity for the host country to welcome the event's athletes and supporters to this truly global event, and just kind of opens up the world stage for the elite surfing performances, stand-up paddling performances. And a lot of times the local hosting nation will do their traditional dances or celebrations, so I'm sure we're in for a real treat. The Fijians have just such beautiful voices, and they're always so welcoming and so amazing playing the instruments. You get that at the airport, you get that all over town, that beautiful Fijian dancing and singing, and they're just always so happy and laughing, and just some of my favorite people in the world. And we'll also, right now, this is the Parade of Nations, where it just kind of marks the opening of the opening ceremony, and just seeing all the countries with their uniforms. Team South Africa wearing those really hot blazers.
Looks a little warm out there. France had their hats on, and they're sweating out there.
But every single ISA event has these formalities, and it's really important for us to show for the ISA to show the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, that things are buttoned up. We've got it organized, and we're representing, all the different countries that are participating. We're, representing the nation that's hosting the event, and so it's really nice. We're getting some of the traditions involved from the hosting nation as well, and it's just a really neat formality that goes on that is different than any other event in the sport.
Very true. We're going to go down to the main stage right now with our Master of Ceremonies and the opening of the 2016 ISA SUP and Paddleboard Championships.
On the 2016 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship. We would like to welcome and introduce the following dignitaries on stage today. Please welcome the ISA President, Mr. Fernando Aguirre.
están dando señal. Pide saludando.
Thank you very much. And now, let us begin with the flags of the World Ceremony. We will call on the countries to come to the stage and bring with them the national flag. The national flag from each country will be placed in the container on stage to symbolize the peaceful gathering of nations throughout the love of surfing. So, from Team Argentina, we have flag bearer Sebastián Barbero and flag carrier Juliana González. Please come up to the stage, Team Argentina. Now let's welcome Team Australia. The flag bearer Shakira Westdorp and the flag carrier Lucky Lansdowne. Thank you, Australia. Let's welcome now Team Brazil. Flag bearer Lego Salazar and flag carrier Guilherme Reis. Thank you, Brazil. Up next, we have Team Canada. Flag bearer Ryan Knish, flag carrier Alison Wood. Thank you, Canada. Let's welcome now Team Colombia. Flag bearer and flag carrier Mr. Marmol. Up next, we have Islands. Flag bearer and flag carrier Charlotte Pio. Thank you. Up next, Team Costa Rica. Flag bearer and flag carrier Joseph Cerdas. Thank you, Costa Rica. Up next, Team Denmark. Flag bearer Kasper Steinfab, flag carrier Annette Visgaard. Thank you, Denmark. Up next, Team France. Flag bearer Caroline Angivo, flag carrier Olivia Piana. Thank you, Team France. Up next is Great Britain. Flag bearer Mary Buchanan, flag carrier Tina Beresford. Thank you, Great Britain. Up next, we have Team Hawaii. Flag bearer, Shane Schweitzer. Flag carrier, Leanne Darling. Thank you, Hawaii. Up next, Team India. Flag bearer, Tanvi Jagadish. Flag carrier, Sekar Pachai. Thank you, India. Up next, we have Team Ireland. Flag bearer, Peter Kosinski. Flag carrier, Johnny O'Hara. Thank you, Ireland. Up next is Team Japan. Flag bearer, Marino Kobayashi. Flag carrier, Mao Ito. Thank you, Japan. Up next, Team Mexico. Flag bearer, Felipe Rodriguez. Flag carrier, Alejandra Brito. Thank you, Mexico. Up next, Team New Zealand. Flag bearer, Declan Dempster. Flag carrier, Renee Davenport. Thank you very much, Team New Zealand. Now, please, let's welcome Team Peru. Flag bearer, Itzel Delgado. Flag carrier, Rocío Larrañaga.
Strong team. As you see them waving the flag high, they're going to be competing very,
Now
very
let's welcome
strongly
Team
in
Puerto
distance.
Rico. Flag bearer, Lindsay Garcia. Flag carrier, Omel Garcia. Thank you, Puerto Rico.
And Puerto Rico.
Now we have Slovenia. Flag bearer and flag carrier, Mansa Notar.
Slovenia's first year in the ISA World Championships, and Manya, Red Bull athlete from Slovenia. Very excited to be partaking in this year's event.
Thank you, Slovenia. Up next, South Africa. Flag bearer, Roxy Davies. Flag carrier, Brandon Redding.
And South Africa coming with Roxy Davis on the flag there. She'll be one of the surfers.
Thank you very much,
the
South
event.
Africa. Up next, Team Spain. Flag bearer, Oscar Ruiz. Flag carrier, Ibala Ruano.
Team Spain, one of the smaller teams in this year's ISA. But we're looking for big things from them.
Thank you very much, Spain. Up next, Team Sweden. Flag bearer, Anders Johnson. Flag carrier, John Herstrom.
John and Anders both competing in their ISAs this year for Team Sweden.
Thank you, Sweden. Now Team Switzerland. Flag bearer Steve Fleury, flag carrier Nico Cheng.
And Team Switzerland looking good here as they come into this event. Throwing the flag around, having a little fun there.
Thank you, Switzerland. Up next, we have Team Tahiti. Flag bearer Poenaik Rayoa, flag carrier Karel Popke.
And Team Tahiti making their way up right now. Team Tahiti going to be led by Georges Constead. Constead has been facing some injuries lately, but seems very, very strong for this year's ISA champions, and Tahiti is expecting good things.
Up next, we have Team United States. Flag bearer Sean Pointer, flag carrier Chuck Glynn.
And here comes Team USA, led by Sean Pointer, gold medalist in last year's ISA SUP Surf, as well as Izzy Gomez for the females and Candace Appleby for the racing.
Thanks, Team USA. And up next, we have Team Fiji. Flag bearer Tony Field, flag carrier Eddie Vigoldor.
And we were talking about Team Fiji just a little while ago as their athletes come up here, drop their flag in. And Fiji just very excited to be a part of this. We heard their ambassadors talk about how important it was to hold the ISAs here in Fiji this year.
Thank you very much, Team Fiji.
So it looks like our Fijian dancers getting back to it. This is the Fijian Make, a dance performed here in Fiji by a bunch of the local people.
Thank you once again, Team Fiji. And now it is my great pleasure to present to you ISA Judge Patrick Downey and Candice Appleby, representing Team USA, who have been nominated to swear an oath for good sportsmanship in the name of all the judges and athletes.
I, Candice Appleby, solemnly swear on behalf of all competitors to participate in this competition, obeying all of the rules and regulations of the ISA, respecting the officials and competitors in good faith and in the spirit of good sportsmanship.
Welcome, Paddle Nations. I'm Patrick Downey. Solemnly swear on behalf of all officials to officiate the competition with the utmost responsibility and effort, rigorously applying the ISA criteria and rules and impartially, respecting the officials and competitors in good faith and in the past in the spirit of good sportsmanship.
Thank you, Patrick and Candice. And now it is my privilege to introduce to you ISA President, Mr. Fernando Aguirre, who will say a few words on behalf of the... Now, that was bad. We're live around... That's better. Okay. Bula to the world from Fiji, from this wonderful island nation in the South Pacific. I want to say a special thank you to the teams. This is a long place, a long travel for a lot of you. Appreciate that you came all the way from your countries. Special thanks for our host, the government and the people of Fiji, especially for Tourism Fiji, that has been working with us for the last year to make this dream a reality.
a World Championship in Fiji. And of course, a special thank you, I don't know where they are, to the Fijian Police Band. Where are they? We started with the Beatles. So big round of applause for the Fijian Police Band. Thank you. This is history. This is a very important year for the ISA. As you know, it's a historical year. On August 3rd, 2016, the ISA became an Olympic federation. There's only 28 Olympic summer federations. Now we're one, number 29. And it's the first ever World Championship in Fiji. So this has been a lot of work. This is an idea that started a long time ago with our friend Tony Phillips, somewhere here. And it was a lot of work and very difficult, and eventually we were able to secure and organize what will be a memorable event. Yes, the place is wonderful. Yes, nature has been so generous with Fiji. And of course we know about Fijian waves and the clear warm waters. But really what is going to be the most intense in this time is the Fijians, their Bula spirit, the way they have received us and the way they have welcomed. So this to me, it's something that is unforgettable. And I've been lucky, I've been in Fiji many times before, and this is very, very special. On the Olympic front, in Tokyo in 2020, we're not going to have just surfing, we're going to have a surf beach festival. There will be music from surfers, from like the likes of Jack Johnson or similar. There will be yoga every morning. There will be healthy food. We will teach the public, the Japanese youth and the visitors from around the world to surf. We will teach them about the environment and the ocean especially. So it will be really a show of our culture, which makes surfing, SUP racing, boarding sports in general so special. We're not just a sport, we're a culture. And this is really, I'm so happy that we're going to be able to present who we are in such a way. We are ocean brothers and sisters. And the ocean, probably today more than ever, needs that we look after it. So we are ambassadors of the ocean, all of us, one of each of us, and every one of us that ride waves and gets in the ocean every day. So don't forget about that. You have a role to play in the rest of your life. And also, I think it's very important, I think today our Vice President Casper Steinfeld, two-time ISA World Champion, SUP Racer World Champion, and Vice President, he said that we need to respect each other. Remember, we are in a small country with beautiful waves, and when you go out and surf, especially, not so much the racing, but when you go out and surf, be careful. There are other surfers. I know you want to get as many waves as you can. I think that everybody wants to get as many waves as you can, but if we all do this on a generous way, on a respectful way, we all going to go home happier. And at the end of the day, that's why we started going to the ocean, because we wanted to be happier. So do it with kindness, do it with respect, and enjoy the waves. There's going to be a lot of people in the lineup, especially in Cloudbreak. As you know, it's like driving on your regular car on a Formula One racetrack. You know, Cloudbreak is really one of the ultimate waves in the world. It's very dangerous, so be careful what you do there. The most important part is thanking you, but also wishing you luck. Good luck, the best of luck. Unfortunately, just a few people will go home with medals, and a smaller group will go home with gold medals. But each of you is a champion, because each of you have come from around the world to compete with our Fijian hosts and in representation of your country. So you're a member of your national surfing team, national SUP surfing team, your SUP racing or your paddleboard team. Very, very special. It's an honor to represent your country. So do it with pride, and when you go home, happy for having represented your country, go home with having a new special sign in your heart. Go home as an ambassador of Bula spirit. Go home as an ambassador of Fijian warmth and culture. And then we will be happier people because we visited Fiji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Aguirre. And now it is my privilege to introduce you to the Minister of Industry, Trade and Tourism, Honorable Fayaz Sidi Koya.
Bula Benaka to all of you. The Chief Executive of Tourism Fiji, the President of the International Surfing Association, the sponsors and media partners, distinguished athletes, ladies and gentlemen, Bula Benaka, and a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm indeed honored to be here today to warmly welcome all the stand-up paddleboarders who have traveled from across the globe to participate in this year's ISA World Stand-Up Paddle and Paddleboard Championship. Bula, and welcome to our home. We are proud to host such a prestigious event, adding to our growing portfolio of international sporting events and athletes that have graced our beautiful shores. And I'd like to commend at this stage the hard-working Tourism Fiji team in securing an event of this particular caliber. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to express my gratitude on behalf of the Fijian government to each and every one of you present here this afternoon for your commitment towards growing our own tourism industry. And at this juncture, I'd also like to acknowledge the 15 sponsors that have come on board to support this prestigious event. And this event would not have been possible without the continued partnership between government and the private sector. And I must thank you all for your continued support and for always having our beloved nation's interest at heart. Ladies and gentlemen, SUP is one of the fastest growing water sports in the world. And with anticipation of it becoming an Olympic event in the near future, I'm confident that this event will contribute toward the mainstreaming of the sport at an international level. Moreover, our world-famous spot at Cloudbreak could become to SUP what it is to world surfers. Ladies and gentlemen, I've actually been informed that there are a total of about 246 surfers from 26 countries around the world that are participating in this year's event, including the sub-champion teams from the USA, three-time champions of Australia, and a special welcome to those competitors from Slovenia and Puerto Rico. Thank you for traveling such a long distance to come here. Thank you. Big Benaka Bakalai to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, on a lighter note, I've actually tried my hand at this sport, and some observers claim that I'm naturally gifted to be a stand-up paddleboarder because I ride motorcycles. I don't think so. But however, due to my schedule also, I had to decline the invitation to be part of the Fijian team. But on a more serious note, I do hope that you're all enjoying the beautiful ambiance here at Denarau, and I'm looking forward to competing on the spectacular course that the event organizers have actually got planned for you. However, ladies and gentlemen, while the venues and the race courses are incredibly beautiful, be reminded that this is only a fraction of what Fiji has to offer. And our many beautiful islands and beaches, along with our unique culture and hospitality accorded by our people, truly make Fiji a special place. And it is something I hope you can all take time to explore and experience, and thereafter become ambassadors for our country. And remember, this is where happiness finds you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to acknowledge the great effort collectively put on by our local organizing committee led by CEO of Tourism Fiji, Mr. Matthew Sokol, and his team, namely Yuri Korup and Scotty O'Connor, Engie and Scott Dodd, Waisea Neburiburi and John and Michelle Phillip, Andrew Brown and John Roseman. Thank you very much to all of those. You've done some tremendous work already. And I believe a team of 33 international officials and 10 local volunteers have a tremendous of overseeing this week's long competition. Congratulations for all the work done, and I'm as we're about to kickstart this event. And to all the stand-up paddleboarders who will be competing in the next 9 days, I wish you all the best. And I look forward to the opportunities that this event will bring to Fiji. And I'm sure that this year's championship will be a success for everyone involved. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, with those few words, it gives me great pleasure to declare the 2016 Fiji ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship open. Thank you very much. Benaka Bakalagi.
Thank you, Honorable Fayaz Sidi Koya. And now, we are pleased to welcome the Fiji Police Band who will perform the Fijian Maki. And now, we would like to invite the flag bearers from all nations to come in front of the stage to represent the union of all the colors of the flags for peace, camaraderie, and good sportsmanship. Please, flag bearers, come stand with the ISA President, Mr. Fernando Aguirre. Mr. Aguirre will officially declare the 2016 Fiji ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship open. And now, this is the most important moment. I have the greatest pleasure of officially open the ISA Fiji 2016 World Stand-Up and Paddleboard Championship. We are on! Hola, everybody!
Uno, dos, tres.
And we're back up in the studio
and
right
this
now.
is a
Jody
live-
Nelson, Drew Murin, as we
Okay, and this is a live
call the
webcast.
games
We are
completely
open now.
there.
The next 8
Fernando's
days,
got it.
incredible SUP and paddleboard in beautiful paradise of Fiji. If you're not watching, I don't know what is more fun to do. Directly from Tabarua, from Cloudbreak, from Fiji, from the incredible South Pacific Ocean. Stay with us.
So there you have it. What an incredible first day. What an opening ceremony. This is it for the webcast of this first day. We invite you to join us and also to tell everyone to be ready tomorrow, 8 a.m. local time Fiji. We are starting the first day of the stand-up paddle surf on the wave of Cloudbreak. So it's going to be impressive. We've got a beautiful swell. There's going to be good waves. So that is all for today. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m.
And we're back up at the booth right now. Jody Nelson, Drew with you. You just heard from Philip. Going to start the SUP surfing tomorrow, Jody, as the opening ceremonies are now proclaimed open by our president, Fernando Aguirre. And tomorrow's SUP surf is what it's all about on Cloudbreak.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. You know, this is a historic time for stand-up paddling to have an event like this at a wave like Cloudbreak. I mean, it's one of the best waves in the world, so we're sure going to be seeing a lot of really good action.
And we saw all the athletes piling in there from countries. The two countries we're really talking about there, as Fernando pointed out, was Slovenia, traveling quite a long ways. A new country added this year, and like we mentioned before, other countries that I've just added, just like India.
Yeah, I mean, it's super refreshing to see more and more countries joining the ISA, and every year there's more countries a part of this organization, and yeah, just really cool to see Team India, 2 people on their team, but they're here to support, and they're super excited to be here, and they're looking forward to bringing even more people on their team next year.
Let's talk about SUP Surf tomorrow. We got Sean Pointer coming back to defend his title for Team USA, but a lot of competition from the Aussies. They're coming in hot, as well as Izzy Gomez for the ladies, who trying to come back and defend her title. She said in the press conference that she feels really good. She feels solid. You were there. She looked pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, there's young girls like Laura Clayton, who's, you know, she's from Maui, I believe, Hawaii, and she rips. Shakira Westrop, she's going to be, you know, putting up a huge fight out there. So, Abala Riona, we saw her in the finals last year. Nicole Pacelli from Brazil. So, a lot of really good surfers on the female side of things. And, of course, you know, Sean's going to have his work cut out for him. Team Hawaii coming with Mo Freitas and Zane Schweitzer. So Australia coming out with Jackson Close and Harry Maskell. So lots of amazing competition tomorrow. I'm just scanning down the list here, but a lot of top competitors that are going to be out there.
So that's going to do it from the Fiji ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships here for the opening ceremonies. We want to wish all the competitors well. We'll be starting that live broadcast at 8 a.m. our time, so check your local listings. Go to the ISA website for further information. There's a shot of our harbor right there. That's Port Donegal, a beautiful place.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful here. The races are going to be amazing. The tech race is going to go right through Cloudbreak, and of course we're going to see the relay races right out front here at the harbor. So yeah, a lot of exciting days to come. I think we're going to have 3 days of SUP surfing, and then we'll get into the racing. So lots of great action coming up.
That's going to do it from Port Donegal here in beautiful Fiji. We'll see you live tomorrow 8 a.m. as we kick off the action with SUP Surf. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow.